Hey there, folks. How are we doing? Let's make sure there's volume everywhere. Yeah, there is. Excellent. It's been a bit, but we get there. It is the stat show. We're coming to the end of the league season, and it is heating up big time across all of them, to be fair. Look, we'll jump straight into it, and we go straight into the citrine. And it's Shag who leads the way, 118 points, 19 games played. William Kirkwood 107, 2 games behind. The Storm also on 107, he's got 21 games played. Jeff Matthews, Remy Williamson, Shane Ryan, Gary Davies. Simon did play a game this evening. Actually didn't see the result going, but I know he did play a game this evening. He's got a couple of games at hand. Martin Carroll, Andrew Kenyon, Craig John, Lee Haynes, Peter, Colin, myself and SES. Myself and SES did actually play as well this evening. SES did beat me 5-4, cracking game, but another one knocked out there as well. But it just hasn't gone in, nor do the stats. But look, we'll jump on in anyway. Gary Davies, 174 tons for the season. I have 174 as well. The Storm is 168, Remy 165, Craig John 154 and 150. Wayne and Andrew 143 the field. Craig John is 70, 140s. The Storm is 60, HN Ryan on 66, and closest then is 59 with Remy Williamson. 5 170s for myself, Jeff Matthews, 3 Martin Cavill, 3 SS got one against me this evening. He goes up into 3, couple of 2s and 1s in behind, 27 for the season there. Simon Dunn has 17 180s. Closest is SS, he got 2 against me. Shane Ryan on 14, the Storm 13 with Peter and William, and 11 the field. Jeff Matthews 161 IO with Colin. Gary Davies with a 158 with Wayne. The Storm with a 155, Craig John 154. No one really has changed in behind. Best legs of 11, Shane, Phil, Jeff and Gary. 12s for Simon and Stephen, 13s the field. The Storm 9 ton plus finishes for him. Gary has 8, 7s for Wayne, Simon, Jeff, Craig and Colin, and a couple of 6s in behind. Craig John gets a 92-72 since the last time. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in the 90s, 90 plus averages. Peter, Shane, William, SS, Craig John, Wayne Maynard, and Simon Dunn. Fair play, fellas, absolutely cracking darts. Moving along into the Kynet, we will go. KDD, he was teetering around the top there all along. He does take over the top spot. 114 points. He does have a game in hand over Aaron McKendry, who was on 111. Scott Brown 110. Hilton 108. Darnell Ewan, he's not on fire anymore. He has a couple of games in hand. He's on 97 points. Ryan Richmond up there on 92. The Solver, the Wasp, Steve Green, Owen McLaughlin and Christopher Pratt, top half of the table. Games being ran in there. Fair play. Ryan Richmond leads the tons, 180. The Solver 177. Eddie Berger 165. Scott Brown 162. And the closest then is 145, which is Hilton. Hilton is 58, 140. Scott Brown 53. Ryan 52. Ewan 51. And KDD 50. Wow. How close is that? A couple of 47s for the Wasp and the Solver, and 46 the field. Tony Light 7 170s to his name. Closest Aaron, Darnell and Gordon with KDD, all of 2 each. Hilton is 22 180s. What a tungsten dynamite that is. Aaron is 18, Darnell is 16 and Ewan is 14. Closest is Christopher Pratt, Neil McDonald with Stephen Anthony Davison with 9s. The big fish there reeled in by the fisherman Christopher Pratt. We all know about that one. Melita with a big 160, Eddie Berger with a 158, Scott Brown 156, and Owen with a 154, 152 Ryan Richmond. Fair play, fellas. Ewan still that best leg of 11. R. McKendry, Gkt D, the Solver, Neil MacDonald, all of 12s and 13 to field. Owen McLaughlin, 6 ton plus finishes, leads the bracket there. Christopher Pratt has 5. Scott Brown also has 5. And 4 is in behind. Aaron Lee, Darnell, Ewan, Scott Brown, Gkt D. Look at all the 80 plus averages in that league. 88. Absolutely fantastic. Aaron McKendry, Lee Marshall, yeah, Ewan, Scott, Gkt D, Steve Green, Gordon Montgomery. Good throwing. Good averages. Moving along into the Tiger Eye will go. That's what we will. Wrong button. Into the Tiger Eye, and it's Lee Rayford, 19 games played, 112 points to his name. Johnny Mulder up there with 100 points. Ivan David Dara on 99. Garrett Watson on 99. Alan McFigure, a couple of games in hand, he's on 97. Jeff Wiley, 2 points behind him on 95 with that extra game in hand. So all in all, if all the games are played out, it's Jeff Wiley on top, Alan McFigure in second. What a run in it's going to be. Mr. China, 93. Vernon Newman, 93. Keith O'Connor on 88. Matt Doe still up there. Patrick Leahy and John Smith. Helen still teetering, 5 points off John Smith there. Lewis Roden has a gallop. Steve Hopkins has a bit of a gallop there. And Mr. McAlary. Oh, it's going to be so close, isn't it? Vernon Newman leads the tons on 136. Garrett Watson 131. Keith O'Connor 125. Johnny Mulder 124. Ivan David Dara 120. And Lewis Roden 119. Lee Rayford 44. Ton 40s for the season. Helen has 41. Super Troy. Johnny Mulder 38. Garrett Watson with Ivan David Dara 36s. Keith O'Connor is 33 and 32 to field. And McFicker is 6 170s. Helen has 1. McDowell has 1 and Vernon Newman has 1. Super. Lee Rayford has 18 180s. China has 13. Matt Doe has 11. Helen, Ivan and Vernon have 6 each. Must be a couple of doubles, Helen, because you're there in all the stats, to be fair. And to be fair, she's a super woman. 160 high outs for John Smith and Lee Rayford. Garrett Watson with the 153. Tiki with the 152. Patrick Leahy with the 151. And the closest is the 137 by Lewis Roden. Jeff Wiley, Johnny Mulder, best legs at 12. Ivan David Dara with Lee Rayford of 13s and 14 to field. Helen with Lee and Patrick Lee, all of 5 ton plus finishes there. John O'Toole, John Smith, Matt Doe 4 and 3 to field. John Smith, Johnny Mulder, Lee Rayford, Ivan David Dara, Al McFigure, Jeff Wiley. Look at the top half, top 5 or 6 and the best averages throughout the season. Fair play. George Singh and Mr. China up there as well with 78-28. Absolutely matching identicals. Into the Obsidian we'll go, and it's Kevin McDermott who leads the way. 115 points, 18 games played. He has a game in hand over Vinny O'Brien, but there's only a point between them as it stands. Todd Cisco a point behind that again. Paul Dryden 2 points behind Todd. Look how close that is. There's 4 points separating the top 4. There's 9 points separating the top 5. Dean Watson, Gary Wilson on 103. He can move himself up to 110 and go a point behind Paul Dryden. Jeez, how close is this, lads? Mark Ward, 101. Great season. He did say he's pushing for the green. He's in the right direction for it. Emmett Leonard, John Middleton, Ronnie Cowan, Toshola and Wayne Baber, Twinkle Toes, just hanging on there to the 12th spot. Richard Rees though, he's having a good second half of the season. He's on 86 points. He has that game in hand. He's only 5 behind and he can go into the promotion playoff spots. Damien Conlon, Paddy, nothing between them. It's going to be a quick run in, lads. Paul Dryden, 177 tons for the season. Vinny O'Brien 169, Todd Cisco 153, Kevin has 140, Dean Watson 132 and Toshola 130 the field. Paul Dryden 48, 140s, Ronnie Coburn is 43, Gary Wilson and Todd Cisco have 40, Connacht is 39, D Watson with Kevin McDermott have 37 each. Vinny O'Brien has 34 the field. 2 170s for Richard Rees, Connacht has 1, Francis has 1 and Kevin McDermott has 1. There's 101 180s in the Obsidian, and Richard Rees has 11 of those with Wayne Beaver. Connacht 6, Mark Ward 6, Tosh Shawla 6, a couple of 5s in behind. That 170 was reeled in by Francis. Damien has a 160, Mark Ward with the big 158, Dean Watson 152 with Ronnie Curran, Connacht 142, and Vinny O'Brien 140. Francis still there with that best leg at 12. Getting close though. Gary Wilson with a best leg at 13. Kevin also with a best leg at 13. Connacht 14, Dean Watson 14, Mark Ward 14, Robert A. Brown 14, Ronnie Curran has a 14, Vinny O'Brien and Wayne Beaver 15 in the field. Good darts, lads. Ton plus finishes 5 for Dean Watson, Mark Ward has 5, and Toss Shull has 5 with Paul Dryden very close there in that bracket. Averages haven't really changed. Varied a small bit, couple of points on here and there, but pecking orders kind of have stayed the same. By view, I'm not saying that they have, it's only what I'm from memory. Into the Howlite we will go. Anthony Webster. What a campaign. He is having played 19, 118, last 1. That was early doors. 129 points for the season. Derek Stone, Delboy on 114. Roland Mayer, Crackerjack, he's on 113. And Joy Hennessy on 110. Super darts, lads. Joy can go to 124 with the 2 games in hand and keep the pressure on Andy Webster going down the road. Judge Breeze 109, Christy Goff 103, Barry has 99, Jimmy Offense have 99, Carl Davies 89, Maurice, James Johnson in the yellow, Michael Dalton also in the yellow, and Chill just outside, he's got 71 points. He can drop Michael in there with those couple of games in hand. And the Webster 149 tons for the season. Derek Stone 136, Judge Breeze 114, Christy Goff 113, 109 the field. And the Webster 46 140s, absolutely menacing scoring. Joy Hennessy is 32, Christy Goff 31, Jimmy Offense 13, 29 the field. Morris is 2 170, Anthony Webster is 1, Carl Davies is 1, Roland Mayer is 1. Anthony Webster has 6 180s, so is Joy Hennessy and Morris. Lee Williams has 4 180s and 3 the field. Anthony Webster highest out with Joy Hennessy of 152. Will be the top 2 across the board. Everywhere you look, 2 names are there. Carl Davies 140 with Andrew Seinfeld with us, 130 and 124 the field. Anthony Webster best leg at 12, Christy Goff to 13 with Joy Hennessy. Barry has a 14 and 15 the field. 4 ton plus finishes for Anthony Webster. Jimmy has 4 as well. Andrew Seinfeld 3. Joy Hennessy is 3 and 2 for a lot of lads in behind. Absolutely fan-bleeding-tastic. Into the Moonstone we go, and it's John Rock who leads the way on 110 points. Ken Roach point behind on 109. Andre Luke McGill 107. Arthur Langley on 100. Top 4 right there. Nathan Griffin though, pulling out all the stops in the last couple of games. He's after rocketing back up along the league table. He's on 99 points with that game in hand over Arthur. He can go to 106 and move into 4th. Jimmy Withers also, what a storming campaign he's having. He's on 93 points. Andy Nelson, Thomas Keane, Bob Myers, Terry Thomas, Jody Dukin and Daniel Tasker top half of the table. We'll look at that look. 86 to 77, 76, 75, 73. Even Rob Matthews has a couple of games in hand. Oh, it's all to play for. There's nothing. Look, 65. Even Derek McCabe has a couple of games in hand. Oh, it's going to be so close to see what happens there. Andy Nelson, 117 tons for the season. Jimmy Withers, 106. Martin Wright, has 95. Andrew Luke McGill, 88. Ken Roach, 83. John Rock, 81 with Richard Van Wiesel. And 79 the field. Daniel Tasker is 23, 140s. Ken Roach, 22. Jimmy Withers, 21. Nathan Griffin, 20. Andrew Luke McGill, 19. Andy Nelson and Thomas Keane have 17s and 16s the field. John Rock and Kenneth Boffin have the 2 170s, 1 each. Arthur Langley is 14 180s. Ken Roach is 11. Geordie is 4, closest. couple of threes in behind. Ken Roach is 156 high out. Daniel Tasker with the 136. John Rock 133. Jimmy Withers 122. 117. Terry Thomas and Bob Myers and 116 in the field. Arthur Langley, that best leg at 12. Ken Roach closest with 13. 15s for Jimmy, John, Martin, Terry and Thomas Keane. Absolutely fantastic. John Rock has 4 1 plus finishes. Ken Roach has 3. Daniel Tasker, Jimmy Withers, Kenneth Boffin have 2 each and a couple of ones in behind. And our favourite,